Hey kids, welcome to CrossWay's KidVenture Kids Online. I'm Lauren and this is Maya.
Hi everybody! In case you're new at KidVenture Kids Online, I should let you know that KidVenture Kids is a great place for kids to learn about God, faith, and even life apps.
What are life apps?
Life apps are just our way of talking about what God can work out inside of you to change the world around you. Things like love, respect, and forgiveness.
And don't forget that we do that with a lot of faith-fueled fun to help you grow your faith in Jesus Christ.
And don't forget putting your faith into action KidStyle. Hey, you can even stand up, sing, and dance with the worship music. And now it's time to get started.
Let's start with a drum roll on your knees, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
You work together for our good. You are loving. You give us more than we deserve. You are unfailing. And we are more than conquerors. Savior. In you our future is secure. By your power, we will not be shaken. We will not be silent. Sin is powerless. Our God is for us. Consider all that He has done. Our sin He carried, and by His wounds we've overcome. Now we stand redeemed, and we are more than conquerors. Savior, in you our future is secure. By your power, we will not be shaken. We will not be silent. Sin is powerless. Our God is for us. We will not be broken. He won't be defeated. Death is powerless. Our God is for us. We will sing out, sing for the hope that's found in His love. We will sing out, sing to our God. We will not be shaken. We will not be silent. Sin is powerless. Our God is for us. We will not be shaken. We will not be silent. Sin is powerless. Our God is for us. We will not be broken. He won't be defeated. Death is powerless. Our God is for us. I can't stop. I won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I'll never stop singing your praises. Singing your praises. In the morning when the sun comes up, I feel your goodness and mercy. I'm overwhelmed with your amazing love. I feel it all around me, and I can't help but sing. I can't stop. I won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I'll never stop singing your praises. your amazing grace. I feel it all around me, and I can't help but sing. Oh, oh, oh. I can't stop. Oh, oh, oh. I won't stop. Oh, oh, oh. I can't stop, won't stop, I'll never stop singing your praises. Singing your praises. I can't stop, won't stop, never gonna stop singing your praise. Singing your praise. I can't stop, won't stop, never gonna stop singing your praise. Singing your praise. I can't stop, won't stop, never gonna stop singing your praise. Singing your praise. I can't stop, won't stop, never gonna stop singing your praise. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. I can't stop. Oh, oh, oh. I won't stop. Oh, oh, oh. I can't stop, won't stop, I'll never stop singing your praises. Singing your praises. Singing your praises. I can't stop, won't stop, I'll never stop singing your praises.
When I am up, when I am down, when life turns me around, should I go left? Should I go right? Should I be walking in circles in my mind? But I know God will make my path straight. I know I'm gonna shout and praise. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. When I am up, when I am down, when life turns me around, should I go left? Should I go right? Should I be walking in circles in my mind? But I know God will make my path straight. I know I'm gonna shout and praise. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. I'm confident. My God can. I'm confident. My God can. I know. God will make my path straight. I know. I'm gonna shout and praise. I know. God will make my path straight. I know. I'm gonna shout and praise. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can be trusted over and over and over again. My God can
What do you lean on? Not talking about that kind of lean. I'm talking about where you put your confidence to get you through the day. Maybe you like to lean on getting all the right answers. A+. Or maybe you lean on running the fastest or getting picked first in PE. You might lean on being able to make people laugh. What's the best way to throw a birthday party on Mars? You plan it. Maybe you even lean on getting a new pair of shoes or the latest gaming system to make you feel good. None of those are bad things, but if you put your confidence in them, they're going to slide. Just like that shelf. You'll mess up on a test. Sprain an ankle. Discover someone's laughing at you instead of at your jokes. And that brand new gaming system? It might pick up your spirits for a day or two, but after that, it's nothing special anymore. There's only one safe place to put your confidence. God made you. God loves you. And you were designed to lean on God. Even when your day doesn't go the way you hoped, God doesn't change. When you have to wait, God is still there. And when you're worried or anxious, God still has a plan. God can be trusted over and over again. When you ask God each day to guide your steps and trust God to give you the strength and confidence, others can see that peace and freedom that comes with it. They can see God at work in you. That's why trust is such an amazing way to worship God with your life. Because worship is about more than just singing loud. It's all about living loud.
Hey, what's the big idea? Hey, what's the big idea?
Trust God no matter what.
Welcome to another Story Lab. This week, we're talking about trust. Well, we look at the story of a man who had to dig himself out of a pretty big problem. Oh, and we're also going to be doing this.
3, 2, 1!
Hey, I'm Skylar.
And I'm Sebastian. We're talking about trust, which is putting your confidence in someone you can depend on.
Sebastian, do you trust me?
Yeah, sure. Why are you asking?
I read this thing online that you can fill up a plastic bag with water, stab through it with a sharp pencil, and ta-da! Nothing happens. The bag is leak-proof.
Very cool. I mean, assuming you can trust the internet.
Kids, you cannot always trust the internet.
Great. So do you trust me to try out this amazing experiment?
Yep, do your thing.
Do you trust me to try it out over your head?
No, that's different.
Trust, my friend.
This better work.
Let's make it. Top secure?
Top secure.
Pencil?
Mm-hmm.
Pencil?
Who even uses pencils?
Pencil? Sharpen?
I got an idea.
Oh,
Sharpened.
Take a seat.
I feel like my life is flashing right before my eyes.
Don't be dramatic. Drum roll, please. 3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes.
Oh, wow. That worked. Let's see it.
Nothing but graphite.
This amazing miracle of nature brought to you by plastic polymers.
Plastic polymers are molecules like a chain of beads. They're so flexible that when you stab through, they just push back toward the pencil and form a temporary seal.
So there you have it. The polymers are trustworthy, and so am I.
Great. Now, do you trust me?
Why?
Because I have a pencil too.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Ready? Drum roll, please. 3, 2, 1.
It's time for
the Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story.
Today, we're in the very first book of the Old Testament, Genesis. God made our amazing world, but sin entered the world. People turned away from God and went their own way.
But then, God picked one man, a guy named Abraham. And even though Abraham was like 90 years old and had no kids, God told him to look up. And God promised he would have more kids than stars in the sky.
Yeah, and the entire world would be blessed through Abraham's family.
And Abraham did have a kid, Isaac.
Isaac just so happens to be the hero in our story.
Hey everyone, I'm Erica.
Hey Erica.
In today's story, Isaac was in search of water. Isaac and his family and herdsmen lived out on the plains in the land of the Philistines. And for them, water was life. If they didn't have access to a good, clean well, they couldn't survive. Fortunately, Isaac and his family had some really great wells. They had plenty to drink, and their crops were growing well. Isaac seemed right on track to be living out the promises God gave his father, Abraham. Unfortunately, the Philistines who lived nearby and their king, Abimelech, became jealous of Isaac's success. They shoveled dirt into his wells, and he didn't have water anymore.
You have become too powerful. Move away from us.
Isaac had plenty of men who could stand against the Philistines and fight. But instead of fighting, he decided to trust God to take care of him. So, Isaac chose to keep his cool. He and his family packed up everything they owned. They moved on and made camp in the valley of Gerar, where Abraham had lived for a time, many years before.
All right, men, let's open up those old wells my father dug.
Abraham's old wells filled with cool, clear water once again. The happy herds and flocks could drink their fill. Things were great! Until the nearby Philistine herdsmen showed up to challenge Isaac's servants.
Step aside! The water's ours!
You're gonna have to fight us for it!
Whoa, easy does it, fellas. There's plenty of land in this valley for everyone. We'll move along.
Again, Isaac could have fought back. But instead, he trusted. He and his family and his servants and flocks all moved camp down the valley. Once again, his servants set out to dig new wells. The new wells also produced clean, clear, cool water. But it wasn't long before the Philistine herders arrived on the scene to take over these new wells too.
Yes! Another day, another well for us!
Take it down a notch, please. There's still room for everyone.
But we could knock them flat!
Yes, we could, but we're not going to. Move on out, boys.
A third time, Isaac and his men moved camp, and Isaac's servants dug fresh wells once again. But this time, Isaac was left in peace. In fact, King Abimelech himself showed up to make it official.
Why have you come to me? You were angry with me and sent me away.
We saw that the Lord was with you. Make a peace treaty with us. Give us your word that you won't harm us.
Yeah, I can do that.
Isaac prepared a feast for the Philistines, and early the next morning, the men made an agreement to keep peace with each other. Then, the Philistines went on their way. The end.
So Isaac kept trusting God no matter what.
And finally, Abimelech showed up to make peace.
Yep. If Isaac had started fighting back, he might have been enemies with the Philistines forever.
But sometimes God wants us to stand up, right?
For sure. Trusting God can look a lot of different ways.
For sure. So, what's our part in this story?
Good question. You can trust God no matter what. For example, maybe you practice hard all summer to make the soccer team, but you don't. You can trust God that all your hard work matters, and God has a different place for you to fit in.
Or you're starting at a brand new school. You can walk through those doors trusting that you are loved by God, and you will be okay, even if it takes a while to find your place.
Oh, I totally had to trust God when I got a cavity filled last month. Right there. It did not feel super awesome.
There are so many reasons to trust God. One of the best is because God sent Jesus to give his life for you and me. Putting your faith in Jesus shows you trust God.
For sure.
I think y'all got it. Bye for now.
So here's the thing.
Trust God no matter what. Ooh, I gotta write this down.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab.
We'll see you next time.
Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding.
Why is everything so small?
Oh, it's supposed to be small. It's a flea circus.
Fleas?
Yeah. Tiny little fleas are performing their own circus. I don't understand why nothing's moving, though. It's supposed to be moving.
I don't see any fleas.
Oh, no, sure, there. The fleas are missing?
Huh.
The fleas are missing!
Yeah, I wonder where they could be. Ah. Hey everybody, welcome to the So-and-So Show. I'm John.
And I'm Brandon, and we are so glad to have you all with us today. John asked me why.
Why?
Because today is a big day for me and John.
It is?
We both had this dream for a long time to be cirque performers.
We have?
And today is finally the day we step into our destiny.
Our what?
Our destiny. I've reserved a spot at the globally renowned cirque training facility. Cirque, you say? Cirque today. Well, I say, so today, we'll be doing cirque.
You keep saying we.
Our dream of spinning through the air on a suspended hula hoop and flying through the sky between the trapeze bars is about to be realized.
It's not really my dream.
Let's go.
Okay.
Wow, this is awesome. It's
everything I could have wished for.
You guys must be John and Brandon.
Yeah, you must be Frankie.
You can call me Coach.
Oh, well, thanks for having us here, Coach.
So, where do you want to start? We've got Sear Wheel, Aerial Silks, Lyra, of course the trapeze over there.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, I want to try everything. I'm sure I'm going to be great at most of it, but I want to find the place where I really fit in, you know?
I do.
Yeah.
This is Sammy. She's going to be demonstrating for us today.
Oh, hi.
So, where to?
What are you thinking, John?
I'm thinking maybe the silks.
Okay.
Right this way.
Yes! Brandon, you were so right. That was amazing.
For you, I couldn't do any of it. There's no place that I fit in.
Now, you weren't that bad.
Says the natural.
You really think so?
So you guys have a good time?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for the lesson, Coach.
Well, you guys did great for your first day.
Are you serious? There was not one thing that I did right. I will never be a professional cirque performer.
Training for this takes years. You can't.
This was my one shot. Cirque today.
We do have other things.
No, thank you. You know what? I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, Brandon.
Eddie, walk right.
Okay.
Cirque today. Cirque, no way.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys.
Hey, Kellen.
Hey, Kellen.
Aw, are you upset about the cirque gym?
I don't belong anywhere, Kellen.
That's not true.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. But you know what? I think our Bible story today will help you out.
Yeah, well, what do you have in mind?
Well, in my mind, I was thinking about using our heads because it's time for Human Head Puppet Theater. Today's story comes from the book of Genesis. God chose a man named Abraham and promised to bless the entire world through his family. When Abraham died, though, his son Isaac trusted God just like his father did before. Isaac lived where God told him to live, and the Lord blessed him.
Oh, I'm so glad the Lord has blessed me and my family. Hope our crops do well. Wow! That's 100 times more than what I planted!
Isaac became very rich.
Whoa!
And he had a bunch of animals.
Look at all these wonderful blessings!
In fact, Isaac had so much that the Philistines who lived around Isaac became jealous of him.
Hey! Oh! Why, if it isn't Abimelech, king of the Philistines, what brings you here?
You have become too powerful. You must move away from us.
Oh. Okay. All right, let's see. Come on, cows. I can't. All right, animals, come with me. Let's go.
Isaac moved his family and all his animals to a new place, the valley of Gerar. His father Abraham had dug wells there for drinking water. But the Philistines had stopped them up, so Isaac had to dig them out again.
Well, I guess it's time to open up this well. All right. Yes.
You need some help?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, you got a shovel too?
Yeah.
Wow. These are very tiny shovels.
Yeah, well, let's do it faster.
Okay.
Isaac and his servants dug the wells until they found fresh water to drink.
Wow, that's super fresh. Now I can finally relax and make a new home.
Not so fast. These wells are on Philistine land. That water is ours. No, it's ours. We dug it. Let's fight.
No, wait. We can always build a new well. It's no use arguing.
Okay.
So Isaac's servants dug another well. But unfortunately, the Philistines were there to argue over that one too.
It's ours. Ours.
Let's find another spot.
Isaac moved and dug another well. And this time, no one argued over it.
Yeah. Now the Lord has given us room. Now we'll be successful in the land. Yeah, that's going to catch on. Lord, thank you. You are faithful and worthy to be praised. Oh, Abimelech, what are you doing here? You sent me away, remember?
It's pretty clear that the Lord is with you. So I'd like to make a peace treaty with you. I don't harm you, you don't harm me, you know, all that good stuff.
All right. Well, how about you come over and we will feast together tomorrow at my treat.
Oh.
And then the next day we will get together and sign a treat-e.
Well, let's shake on it.
Okay.
Even though Isaac had been kicked out of his land where he'd been living and his wells had been stopped up or fought over, he kept trusting God and the Lord blessed him. The end.
Thanks, Kellen.
And thank you guys.
Yeah, things weren't going Isaac's way, but he didn't let that bother him.
Yeah, he really trusted God to provide for him and to help him find where he belonged.
He sure did. Sometimes when things aren't going the way we want or expect, we forget that God is still in control. And we forget that God still loves us very much. We can put our trust in God and Jesus no matter what we're going through.
You know, that's very helpful for me to remember. I'm still upset that I didn't do well at the circ stuff, but I know I can trust God to help me find where I belong.
That's terrific.
Thanks.
Hey, you're welcome. I'll see you next time.
I have learned a lot today.
Yeah, me too.
And I think I know how to help you all learn with me. Reveal the question. How do you react when things don't go your way? Today, I did not react very well. I gave up hope and was pretty hard on myself.
Yeah. Well, what about you? Maybe you get angry or scared, or maybe you asked someone to help you.
Yeah, there will be lots of times in your life when things don't go your way. But whatever happens, we can still trust that God will one day make things right.
Talk about it together. How do you react when things don't go your way? And until next time, I'm John.
I'm Brandon, and this was the So-and-So Show.
Yes, it was. All right, man, so you think you want to give it another try?
I do.
Okay.
I'm going to try one I haven't tried yet. It's called the aerial rope.
All right. Oh, all right, go for it.
All right.
The aerial rope. Just, we'll see what he does.
Woo! Okay. I got it. Here we go. Whoa! Ah! Okay. Oh. Oh. Yes!
That was really good, Brandon. I'll go try.
Hey! What's the big idea? Hey! big idea?
Trust God no matter what.
Before the day I took a breath, you had a plan for my every step. You promised to always be by my side